KiwiFarms is a dreadful wreck of a website. We all remember how it was banned in New Zealand for allying itself with the Christchurch mosque shooter. We all remember how it took the lives of people like Julie Terryberry, Klaus Gall, and David Ginder, making them commit suicide after endless campaigns of harassment from the site itself. Yet it has an unconditional protection from services like Cloudflare, which protects the site from DDoS attacks and potentially allows KiwiFarms to be hosted. Today, I will give you the reasons and give you a call to action to do against KiwiFarms in just a single video. As you might know, KiwiFarms' most recent target is the trans streamer Kefals. Kefals has been doxxed, swatted, harassed, threatened, and attacked by KiwiFarms as a whole. Since then, there has been a constant campaign against KiwiFarms and Cloudflare and its CEO East Dakota on Twitter to shut down the website for good. Not only that, but to also hold the owner of the website, Joshua Moon, and their users legally accountable and serve justice unto them. Joshua Moon is, to put it simply, a complete and utter failure of a human being. Thanks to running his own KiwiFarms website, he has been left jobless, friendless, without any family or friend support, banned from multiple payment processors and platforms, and utterly abandoned in a remote place in Ukraine, presumably while he attempts to be a fugitive from the US jurisdiction and law. His website is responsible for the harassment and terrorizing of individuals that you may know or not, such as Chris Chan, Kefals herself, the aforementioned Julie Terryberry, Klaus Gall, David Ginder, or even yours truly, who has a thread on the site full of half-truths and lies written by far-right trolls who just want to see me dead. Even this very thread is used against me by so-called progressives like Major Arlene, a prominent Doom community member and moderator who's not got good relations with the majority of the Doom community. Thanks to this, Arlene was able to completely blacklist me from the Doom community as a whole based on mostly false information written by right-wing trolls. The people who use KiwiFarms as research material on anybody or as a weapon do not deserve any modicum of respect. In fact, KiwiFarms has been proven to be a weapon of our enemy. We do not need it, we will not use it. In fact, we have to destroy it to the very ground and leave no trace of it whatsoever. The very thread on me, for instance, has my docs and has multiple calls to harassment towards me, such as the time I was swatted for supposed online hate crimes. I can be antagonistic towards police, however, because they're fully aware of the situation and they only arrested me and put me in a minimal sentence because I was not a dangerous individual at all. In fact, they only did it because police thought I was a nice person who could be easily manipulated into committing actual hate crimes in the past. Luckily, I left the far right and escaped from it, and now it's very unlikely I will do such things. But time and time again, people who just want to get back at me will use such KiwiFarms thread to weaponize it against me and try to ruin my life. This is not an isolated case, as it also happens with a multitude of people across the globe who have been harassed to death from KiwiFarms. You see, every user in KiwiFarms is in a constant game, a constant race to see which marginalized person of notoriety, such as LGBTQIA+ people, neurodivergent people, or people of color, can commit suicide first. It has led to multiple suicides, again by people like Julie Terryberry, Klaus Gall, and David Ginder, who have been taking their own lives due to the massive harassment and smearing campaigns they face from KiwiFarms. The majority of the user base of KiwiFarms are far-right extremists who just want to see marginalized voices dead, and they will do anything and everything to achieve so. That's the main reason why KiwiFarms must be destroyed. How will we achieve this? Well, we must pressure companies like Cloudflare who coast KiwiFarms into dropping KiwiFarms for good. That's why the hashtags drop KiwiFarms and Cloudflare protects terrorists come in handy. I want to see every social media flooded with the pressure put into these companies through these hashtags to the point that companies like Cloudflare can't remain silent anymore and have to drop KiwiFarms for good. We must also press authorities into pursuing legal charges against KiwiFarms, their admin Joshua Moon, and their users for being responsible for hate crimes, harassment, and terrorism. This is not documenting lolcows or having a giggle. This is stochastic terrorism at its worst, and it can pose a danger to many lives. I want to see this website destroyed, and any attempt at recreating it equally so. I want to see these sorts of websites gone from existence for destroying the lives of many people, including myself, for just their entertainment and malicious morbid curiosity. KiwiFarms must be destroyed.